G'day, Paul here. Did you know that in the game of cricket there are 10 ways that you can possibly get out as a batter? As if cricket wasn't hard enough. 10 ways? Yes, 10 ways you can get out. 5 of them, pretty normal, pretty common. The other 5, a little more obscure, and in fact, a couple of them I've never seen. Come with me on a journey as we explore the 10 ways to get out in cricket. Okay, the first way you can get out in cricket is bowled, and that's where the bowler hits the stumps and the bails fall off when you're batting. Check out Elise Perry's elite bowling here as she removes Bates from New Zealand.
Oh, and she's got straight through her. Just seemed to skid on.
The second way you can get out in cricket is to be caught by a fielder when you hit the ball and it doesn't bounce on the ground. Check out this screamer from Rachel Haynes.
Country. And that doesn't look like a great start. Oh, what a catch! What a catch from Rachel Haynes!
The third way that you can be out in the game of cricket is LBW, leg before wicket. That's when the ball hits your pad and it would have gone on to hit the stumps. Now, the LBW law, very complicated. I'm going to do a separate video on how the LBW law works, but here's a couple of examples to show you exactly what it looks like.
Goes full and straight. The sucker delivery, yes. It's the setup. Short for the first one, full and straight for the second. That's straight. Beth Mooney likes it. King likes it. So too does Claire Polisak.
Pitching is in line. Impact is in line. Wickets is hitting. Can we go back to Claire on?
Why did they review those? They were both plumb. Now, this next clip has nothing to do with getting out, but just because I can, here's some clips of my very favourite player, Beth Mooney, smoking the ball to the fence and over the fence.
So she gets missed. Oh, that one gets stuck and gets stuck. That one dragged down as well. Beth Mooney into position very quick. Yeah, that's through. And that's lovely timing from Mooney. And she picks that up her right hip.
The fourth way that you can get out in cricket is stumped. That's where the keeper takes the ball and the batter moves out of their crease. The keeper takes the bails off. Look at this great example of Healy doing a very smart stumping off the bowling of Gardner.
Oh, got her. She threw it out there. Green couldn't help us.
Now, I know you've seen a stumping already, but I just couldn't resist showing you this little bit of vision of Australia's best men's test wicketkeeper and the second best wicketkeeper in his family, Alex Carey. Look at this great bit of work here. Oh, Johnny, I'm sorry, mate. You can complain all you like. That is out every day of the week. You can't just go wandering out of your crease when the keeper's just taken the ball. See you later, mate. The fifth and final of our more common ways of getting out in the game of cricket is run out. That's where the batter does not make it past the popping crease when they're attempting to run. Some sharp work coming up here from the Australians.
And that's a chance just out of Alani's reach. They're coming back for the two. They're going to the keeper's end.
Keepers still do, isn't it? They always take the ball behind. So third umpire decision coming in.
It was out by that much, but that's all it has to be. Great work by Alyssa Healy there again, taking the bails off just in time. All right, let's explore this slightly more obscure ways of getting out. Because these next 5 are more obscure, I had to really dig into the video archives to find a few of these. And I've got to tell you, some of these were filmed on a potato. So the vision's not so good, but it gives you an idea of how it works. The sixth way of getting out in cricket is hit wicket. That's where the batter either steps on their stumps in the act of playing a shot or setting off for their first run, or when the batter accidentally knocks the bails off with their bat or with a part of their clothing or what have you.
There he goes, he pushes back and he's gone.
Sachin Tendulkar there was actually in complete control of the shot, but because he jumped so far backwards when setting off for his first run, his heel hit the stumps, the bail fell off. That is absolutely out. Now, another way to be out hit wicket is when you accidentally fall into your stumps while playing a shot.
Oh, he's hit the stumps over. Well, he's gone to play the ball down the leg side, and he's...
Well, my last example of how hit wicket can happen is this one here. We've got Andre Russell, the great Dre Russ, playing in the Big Bash, trying to avoid the ball and not get hit. He doesn't do a great job of it, loses his balance, and knocks the bails off with his bat.
There it is.
Quick away. Oh, he's gone. He's played onto his stumps.
And he's got a bruise on that point of that shoulder as well. So,
what's the seventh way that you can be out in the game of cricket? Obstructing the field. This first example here, Ben Stokes, the fielding team is trying to effect a run out, and he actually knocks the ball deliberately away from the stumps. You're not allowed to do that. Check it out.
Well, England don't like it, of course, and neither do the crowd. And he's been given out. Well,
here's another one where Harper jumps in front of the stumps to prevent a run out being effected with his legs. It's not allowed. You can run in a straight line when you're making your ground as a batter, but you're not allowed to deviate from your path to deliberately get in the way of the ball.
So Sam Harper's got to go. Obstructing the...
So another way you can be out obstructing the field is by preventing the fielders from taking a catch. Watch Matthew Wade here, and what do you think his intention was?
Oh, there's bat into helmet. Butler. Oh, Wood. Whoa.
top edge on the lid.
So, Junior, are you saying that the an umpire, third umpire, possibly make a ruling without an appeal?
Sorry, Matty Wade, you can't do that, mate. This next example of obstructing the field is from India's batter Pujara, and he here knocks the ball away from the stumps with his hand. Absolute no-no. This last example of obstructing the field is one I really want you to pay attention to, because it's something that we should not be doing in our cricket, and it can be tempting. And that is to pick up the ball off the ground and give it to the fielders. Check it out. This is Michael Vaughan, who was England's captain at the time, picking up the ball, throwing it to the fielder. He was given out for doing this.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, walk on by, make believe that you don't see the tears. Just
what's the bottom line with handling the ball or obstructing the field? You can't get in the fielder's way, and you can't touch the cricket ball with your hands. The only time you can do it is to protect yourself physically. So let's say someone is throwing the ball straight at your head, you're definitely allowed to put your hand to protect it. But you can't put it to the side, you can't stop from hitting the stumps, you can't stop fielders from catching the ball, and you most certainly shouldn't pick the ball up and give it back to the fielders. You shouldn't even knock it back to them with your bat. Okay, so what's the eighth way that you can get out in cricket? Are you starting to run out of ideas? It's very unusual. I must say I've never seen it in my time watching or playing cricket. I did manage to find an example of it online, though, but it's an example that's been set up. It's called hit the ball twice. You're not allowed to hit the ball twice. And let me show you what it looks like. It's clearly pretty ridiculous, but it's to stop people from flicking the ball up and smacking it away. You also can't flick it up with your foot or your pad and smack it away. That would also be considered hit the ball twice. So if the opposition appeal, the umpire would probably give you out for that if they know their rules well. If you accidentally swing the bat and the ball sort of goes clunk, clunk on the top and the bottom of the bat, that is not considered hit the ball twice, so it's not out. Okay, so now we're starting to get a little more obscure. The ninth way that you can get out in the game of cricket is retired out. Now, I've got no video to show you of this, but this is what it looks like. You decide you're not batting anymore and you walk off. Once you leave the field, you are considered retired out. You've chosen to retire your innings and you're out. You can't come back in. Now, that's different from retired hurt. Retired hurt looks like this. The bowler might give you a really fast ball, say it hits you on the elbow, and it's so sore you can't hold the bat. So you need to go off and have a little bit of treatment. You are entitled to come back on the field at the fall of the next wicket or any subsequent wicket if you're feeling up to it. That's fine. But retired out might be you decided you've got a runner in the third at Randwick and you want to go and watch them. Fine. Go off and watch the runner. I hope they win, but you can't come back on. You're retired out. The 10th and final way you can be out in the game of cricket. And again, this is one I've never seen. It's timed out. And this is how timed out works. From the moment the batter is dismissed by the umpire. The next batter has 3 minutes to be ready to face the next ball. If they're not ready within 3 minutes, they can be timed out. Now, this being said, in some T20 competitions, the time is less because T20 is a fast-moving game. My opinion is pretty simple, though. Batters should be able to cross on the field. The outgoing batter should be able to meet the incoming batter on the way through. You'll never be timed out in any form of cricket if you follow that behaviour. Folks, they were my 10 ways of getting out in cricket. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to ask questions.
I don't like cricket. No.